correct. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Oilers and the London Black Knights. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brings up second.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. In trouble, and he's taken down. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
At their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Allen. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete to
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Down Oilers.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Reagor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Jake
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Makes the score Oilers 7, Black Knights nothing. Jake Elliott set to
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this one was tight end on the right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
5-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
58 yards.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Allen off the play fake. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jaron Johnson. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Second and 5. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw complete to Cam Akers. It's a foot race. And touchdown. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
These two teams all tied after one.
Fairbairn set to kick.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Gain of 50 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Pass the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And his kick is right through.
Knights 21, Oilers 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Allen. He'll fire deep for Rager. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Black Knights 28, Oilers 14. Ka'imi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
It's a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Allen off the bootleg. He'll fire deep for Rager. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right. That's caught inside the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's into the end zone for a receiving touchdown. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Oilers 14. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Allen. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Allen going deep here for Parker. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Allen. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Operating from the red zone now. Allen under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Black Knights 35, Oilers 21. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next. Gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Allen. And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Black Knights 42, Oilers 21. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll fire deep for Rager. And that's caught inside the 30. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing now is Allen. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off-play action. Allen. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Hayden Hurst. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Back to throw again. Catch made by Slayton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
The 41-yard line.
On the ground, it's Akers. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. If you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack that offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play. Yeah,
got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Flushed out right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kamal. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him. A gain of 38.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Enough to set them up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, They can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run here with Akers. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. That one goes for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Allen off the play fake. He'll fire deep for Rager. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Allen. Tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Oilers.
And again, it's Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Allen to throw once more. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Allen. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there, first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run on first down. Cooper. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. And a huge play that time. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they take a knee.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And they will take a knee here. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things